Yesterday in Las Vegas, the world's biggest consumer electronics show, CES, kicked off its largest iteration yet. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang declared in his keynote speech that the era of AI in physical form, such as robots and autonomous vehicles, has arrived.
미국 라스베이거스에서 어제 역대 최대 규모의 세계 가전 박람회 CES가 개막했습니다. 기조연설에 나선 엔비디아의 최고 경영자 젠슨 황은 로봇과 자율주행차 등 물리적 실체가 있는 AI 시대가 왔다고 선언했습니다. Okay, so there's been a lot of talk about NVIDIA.
Yes.
So it doesn't surprise me that he opened the show with his keynote speech. Okay, so 자 2025년 CES가 개막했어요.
Yes.
자, 이 연설, 기조 연설, keynote speech was given by Jensen Huang. Tell us more.
Yes, it was. Yes, so Jensen Huang was at this CES. It's actually the first time he's been there in 8 years.
8년 만에.
Yeah, so he hadn't been there in a long time, but during his speech, the crowd was packed and everyone was giving huge reactions to everything that he said. The thing he talked about specifically was what he called physical AI, 물리적 AI. So those are things like robots and autonomous vehicles.
자, 자율주행차죠.
Yes.
Autonomous vehicles. Okay.
So he said those are the next big thing because things like ChatGPT, we've been talking about for a while now. They exist inside our computers. They're like
Right.
software, right? But now he says that AI will be coming into our physical everyday lives.
아, 그러면 일생생활에 쓸 수 있는 뭐 기계나 차나 뭐 물건이나
Yeah.
이런 거를 말하는 거죠.
Yeah, delivering packages,
Yes.
picking things up,
All right.
driving us, for example. So that was the big takeaway from his keynote speech. But this CES event is a giant event.
와, 정말 규모가 엄청 크죠.
It is huge.
So tell me, how many countries were represented?
There were 158 countries and 4,300 companies. Yeah.
그러니까 158개국과 4,300 회사들이 참석했다는 거죠.
Yes. So it was
Wow.
quite a lot. And it was actually about 30% bigger than previous years.
작년보다 30% 더. Okay, 왔어요. How about Korean companies? How many? I'm curious. How many Korean companies were there?
So Korea had a very big presence at this event. Korea was represented by about 900 companies.
Wow.
So there were a lot of Korean companies there at CES.
That's a lot.
And that's important because at this event, there were about 130,000 people that were participating.
Wow.
Yeah, 13만 명 정도의 참여자가
참석했어요.
있었어요.
Yeah. So anyone who is even remotely related or has an interest in technology is going to be at this show for sure.
Oh, yeah. A lot of big new technologies are announced every year at this event that end up changing our lives.
I
So,
know. Very exciting. Okay. So Jensen Huang,
Yes.
I heard, wore an alligator skin leather jacket.
He did.
Yeah.
He's kind of known for his leather jackets.
He loves his leather jacket.
Yeah.
그 가죽 자켓을 굉장히 좋아하는데 악어, leather jacket을 입었는데 이 keynote speech를 줬다고 하죠.
Yes.
기조 연설인데 let's talk about this keynote speech.
Right. You can call the 기조연설 a keynote speech or a keynote address.
Address, yes.
Here, I think the official term they used was speech. And this is kind of like your main speaker, right? The big speaker at the event.
Right. And I feel like a keynote speaker is there to kind of like get the crowd going. 좀 막 열감을 주고 막 열정을 좀 막 해서 막 좀 사람들 좀 흥분하게 이렇게 좀 만들어주는 역할을 좀 하는 것 같아요.
Yeah,
이런 상황에서는.
it's usually a famous person.
Yeah.
And Jensen Huang, he has a personality that a lot of people like. So if you are one of these like tech people
Right.
that's interested in this industry, definitely someone you would be excited to see.
Yeah. So this keynote speech, of course, is not always like inspirational and exciting, but because you have like medical conferences and there is a keynote speaker,
Yes.
right? So someone who's kind of famous in the field. Okay. All right, very good. Let me read that again. Yesterday in Las Vegas, the world's biggest consumer electronics show, CES, kicked off its largest iteration yet. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang declared in his keynote speech that the era of AI in physical form, such as robots and autonomous vehicles, has arrived.